Hello and welcome to ARIRANG News Break. Live from Seoul, I'm Han Da-eun. We begin with the latest movements in North Korea. The reclusive regime appears to have obtained more weapons-grade plutonium by reprocessing nuclear fuel from its main Yongbyon reactor. The U.S.-based Institute for Science and International Security says North Korea has managed to produce between 5 to 8 kilograms of plutonium. It could be used to make 2 to 4 nuclear weapons, as 2 to 4 kilograms of plutonium is used in a single warhead. The institute says Pyongyang now has enough nuclear material to make 13 to up to 21 nuclear warheads in total. The International Atomic Energy Agency also submitted a report last week saying that satellite imagery shows North Korea has resumed its reprocessing activities. It has been 40 days since Seoul and Washington agreed to deploy THAAD missile defense system to South Korea, but THAAD location is yet to be decided. Residents in the southern county of Seongju, the proposed location of the THAAD, have formally appealed for the government to consider another location, and Defense Ministry has promised to get back to them quickly. Oh Soo-young has the latest.
The Defense Ministry said Monday that it will consider an alternate location to deploy the THAAD battery, following an official request filed by Seongju residents.
The ministry will evaluate the alternate site suggested within Seongju County as soon as possible, closely cooperating with the county and consulting the 6 standards of deployment feasibility.
Following weeks of strong opposition against installing the battery in their backyard, community representatives reached a decision on Sunday to agree to another place for deployment within the county, officially appealing on Monday for a site that's anywhere but the original Songsan-ri region, where a Korean air defense base is currently operating. The Defense Ministry says that it will discuss the possible location with the county before beginning the evaluation process. The new location is widely speculated to be Lotte Skyhill Country Club, some 18 kilometers north of the Seongju County office and far from populated areas. It stands 680 meters above sea level, higher than the original site's altitude of 383 meters. As it's already equipped with an entry ramp and infrastructure, a large-scale construction wouldn't be needed to install the battery's radar and launching pad, as well as station forces. Defense Minister Han Min-go reported to the National Assembly on Monday afternoon, briefing leaders of the 3 main political parties on the status quo and mentioning the country club while discussing alternate locations. He said there'd be careful consideration of the region's situation and that the ministry maintains its goal of installing the battery by the end of 2017. Oh Soo-young, ARIRANG News.
Korea's newly crowned Olympic golf champion Park Inbee is back home after her gold medal winning performance in Rio. The 24-hour-plus flight was not enough to dampen Park's emotion of doing her country so proud.
This was probably the first time I've competed for my country rather than my own personal glory. When I heard the national anthem on the 18th hole, it was without a doubt the best music I've ever heard in my life.
Park, who has been battling a thumb injury all year, has now accomplished what's being called a career Golden Slam, winning 7 LPGA majors and an Olympic gold medal. A homecoming ceremony that will officially disband Korea's 2016 Olympic national team will be held at Incheon International Airport on Wednesday morning, shortly after the rest of the squad returns from Rio. More conflicting reports are emerging about the identity of the suicide bomber who targeted a wedding in Turkey, killing more than 50 people. The country's prime minister says it's too early to say whether the attacker was a child. Kim Mo-gyun has more.
Speaking to reporters in Ankara, Prime Minister Binali Yildirim said the authorities are not in a position to verify anything about the perpetrator, if it was a child, an adult, or for which organization.
Regarding the attack, of course, this is a big blast. We could not find clues regarding the perpetrator yet. This is just a guess based on the testimonies of eyewitnesses. Otherwise, it's not appropriate to make early assumptions about who carried out this attack and which organization did it.
His comments are an apparent backtracking of the identity of the suspect, as President Recep Tayyip Erdogan announced on Sunday that the bomber was likely a child between the ages 12 and 14 and was linked to the Islamic State group. At least 54 people, including 22 children, were killed on Saturday after a suicide bomber attacked a Kurdish wedding in Turkey's southeastern city of Gaziantep. Turkey's Dogan news agency reports that 66 people are being treated in hospital, 14 of whom are in critical condition. In a speech Monday, Turkey's Foreign Minister Mevlut Cavusoglu vowed that the country will provide the necessary support to cleanse ISIS from Turkey's border with Syria. He also said Turkey has withdrawn its ambassador to Vienna as he accused Austria of supporting the Kurdistan Workers' Party, a militant organization which is attacking Turkey. Though the identity of the suspect in Turkey is yet to be confirmed, a 14-year-old would-be suicide bomber was apprehended in Iraq on Sunday, just a few seconds before he was able to detonate his explosive belt. The latest incidents are spurring international concern over the use of children in acts of terror. Kim Mo-kyan, ARIRANG News.
That's all for me. Keep you tuned to ARIRANG for more top domestic and global news updates throughout the day. Thank you for watching.